Yeah, what it do, man? Young Dre and this motherfucker. Just chilling that shit right now, you know what I'm saying? Just playing clean ass 2K16 and shit.
It's the 2K Sports
Just
pregame
chilling.
show.
Just started this shit, so let's get to it, man.
Welcome everybody.
Alright,
Ernie
go on.
Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Houston Rockets going up against the Detroit Pistons. Looking at the Pistons, they're up over the 500 mark so far at 3-2 on the young season. A decent enough start, and one they're hoping to improve on with a win in tonight's contest. Hey, we'll be keeping an eye on Andre Drummond tonight. 9th overall pick back in 2012 out of UConn. Shaq, he's still a very young big with a lot of room to grow.
He's an incredible offensive and defensive rebounder, Ernie. One of the hardest box-out assignments in the league since Dennis Rodman.
You know what, though? Last year he started taking some shots outside of the paint, which was surprising but good. Opened up his game a little bit, but he's best when he's finishing at the rim.
That'll wrap it up for now. Let's go courtside, and we'll see you later.
Yeah. Let's do it, man. I gotta stop this shit, man. Let's get to it, man.
We've got a full house of rabid Rocket fans packed into the arena here in Houston, Texas. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. And many happy returns to Chauncey Billups, now healthy and in the lineup and ready to roll.
And they've been waiting for this moment, Kevin. They've had a very tough time while he's been out, and I'm sure they're breathing a big sigh.
My nigga. That nigga looks so clean, bro. Telling you.
Their rotation. I mean, we certainly saw the impact. Just how
everybody got their new kicks on too, except my nigga Legend, cause he keeping them Jordans on. For real.
Tip off goes to Houston. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the
son
floor.
of a bitch.
On the court for the Pistons, they've got Hill. Dennis Rodman is out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Thomas. And it's Dumars in at the 2. Now, here's Dumars. Drummond a screen. Here's Thomas. And it's going to be a goaltending call.
Oh, come on, man.
The bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
That shit was already in there, though. Fucking bullshit.
For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against the Nuggets.
And we've talked about how in the NBA you actually earn your points the hard way, and that really wasn't the case in that game for them.
No, there was no hard way about it. I mean, they got their points easily on dunks and layups against the defense that really didn't offer much of a fight.
Here's the Prodigy, covered by Dumars. Here's the Prodigy, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points.
Oh, Ryman.
He's so tough to guard. He can fake you one way and then just spin right by you.
Look at them Jordans, man. Them motherfuckers go at anything, black and red.
Their first free throw tonight.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And that
See
just
Shaq
has to improve,
got them
guys.
Iversons
Free throw
on.
shooting is something that has to get better. You're immediately putting yourself at a disadvantage when you shoot that poorly from the line.
Houston on D. Double team on Thomas. And Drummond kicks to Dumars. Well, for Detroit, their last game a loss to the Bucks in Milwaukee.
Yeah, not a very inspired performance for them, particularly when they were defending. They just gave that hostile crowd plenty to cheer for.
Yeah, they allowed a lot of free runs to the hoop, a lot of open jump shots, and in the end, the opponent's shooting percentage was through the roof. You can't win if your defense isn't better than that.
Here's Rodman. James Harden picking up that last basket, and Dumars gets it to go.
Who's that, Joe, I think? Why was all the old people look hella old? Like,
not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Well, last season, the Pistons didn't reach the playoffs for the 6th consecutive season. They're making progress, but as we can all see, still have a lot
Harden.
Yeah, you know, they were spoiled.
Harden got on some
Into the playoffs
Adidas or some
from
shit. I don't know.
1986 to 2009, so it's been a rough stretch here of late. But you get the feeling that the building blocks are in place. And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it.
Ah, come on, man. He could have made that shit.
And
Jordan.
don't let them set up the defense.
Uh-oh.
Most people forget that the Pistons did make the playoffs for 8 straight years before this current drought. It's been a long rebuild.
Oh, look at them J's, nigga.
I think they're making progress and moving in the right direction.
So it's Detroit now. The Rockets making the shot.
Oh, come on, man. What the fuck?
Thomas passes to Hill. Back to Thomas. Can they get it? Again, the miss by the Pistons.
I tell you what, folks. I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
And for the Pistons,
Oh,
they seem to have
come
a
on,
direction
bruh.
and plan now
Fucking
that just
bullshit.
wasn't the case before. It won't be easy to get back into the postseason, but I really feel like they are on the right path.
And that one's good.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you.
Ooh, Malone. You see, you got them old school Jordans on.
It seems that every pass they
Cause I figured out like he's old school, so he got the Jordan 1s on.
ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for
Yeah,
them during the run.
See, Shaq got them highs on. Cause you could only do Reeboks for Shaq. James Harden could only do Adidas and shit.
Tyreek Evans, Kevin, taking a pick after him, won Rookie of the Year, but with time, Harden's talent is proven out, and you could argue he should have gone first in that draft.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here.
And, you know, you think of Harden on the Thunder. They didn't want to give him that max contract, but it's hard to argue that he's not worth every penny.
Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Ben Wallace, he's checked in for Rodman. And Chauncey Billups has subbed in for Joe Dumars. And he gets it to go. Thomas got 6 points.
Isaiah.
Are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Jordan, where's Shaq at? Big Shaq. Get Big Shaq some point.
More and more becoming
Oh,
tremendous confidence.
you already know.
And determination.
And then replay that
Confidence can be
motherfucker.
contagious, and it's allowing him now to be a leader on this team.
Here's Hill, following the score by Houston. Thomas
Grant.
screen. Pass to Billups.
I wonder if you got them Grant Hills on.
No good. And Houston the other way. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this
Oh, come on, man.
In their two meetings.
And even though one side played postseason basketball and the other stayed at home, you wouldn't have known it in their matchups.
Shoots the three.
Come on, make
and
that,
he
bruh.
gets it to go.
There you go. I just hate to blow out a motherfucker and shit.
Rockets leading by 7. Here's the prodigy. Coming off a solid outing against Denver.
Ah, where's the dunk at?
Right in his face.
My nigga ain't dunking like
The
nigga
Prodigy's
2
got 7
games.
points. And here is Thomas. For the 3. No good, trying to beat the buzzer.
Almost.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Rockets lead by 9. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter.
Oh, no. That was legend right there. Oh, yeah. Alley-oop and shit. Oh, Big Shaq coming through. Coming through, man. What it do, nigga? Insane in the brain. Nah, I'm just playing.
First quarter in the books already
Because
as we
you
start the
did.
second
You know what
quarter.
I'm saying?
And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Jordan.
Just like the way they're getting
I mean, the
out
whole
there.
team is a legendary team anyway, so
Fast break chances here.
Legend is just,
I agree
he
with you, Greg.
fits
I mean,
on
they can
that
run, and
team.
They've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
You got Shaquille O'Neal. James Harden is a future legend.
Trail by
You feel
9.
me?
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars.
Shaq,
the past few
Harden,
years.
Jordan,
Remain competitive.
legend, of course.
You
And
wonder
Moses
what
Malone,
could have been if
that
they
nigga
landed
definitely
or kept
a legend.
some of those big names.
On the floor for Detroit, Chauncey Billups out there with Dumars. Then it's DeBusschere. Then there's Wallace. And it's Lambier. And at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort.
Jordan.
We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss. And the lead just
Oh, look at this J. Look at it, 17.
Dunk alone would have
Dummy
been
clean.
spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now they're starting to flatline, just hanging on for dear life.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach.
There we go.
Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you know, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, you know, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
Detroit with the ball, following the score by Houston. DeBusschere with the screen on Harden.
Oh.
The pass to Dumars. Shot clock at 6. Wallace the screen. From deep. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Rodman is checked in for Ben Wallace.
Dennis Rodman.
Rockets leading by 13. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second.
There we go. Bang, bang. Shook that nigga real quick.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely, I echo that sentiment.
Because they missed down there every shot, man.
It's all been terrific.
Here's Lambier following the score by Houston. Outside Billups. DeBusschere. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, we know prior to last season, the Pistons handed the car keys over to Stan Van Gundy. He had some early hiccups, but overall, I think they're headed in the right direction. He's a proven winning coach in the NBA.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Boy, last year the Rockets dealt with a lot of injuries. I mean, the front court and post players were hit the hardest. I think almost every Rocket big would end up missing some time.
And last season, GA, as you were talking about, the injuries for the Rockets did pile up. Dwight Howard was out. Terrence Jones was out. They missed those guys for multiple games.
Yeah, and that hurt them inside. But also, remember, Beverly goes down right before the playoffs. So, in all, the Rockets had 180 missed games on their roster due to injury. Amazing they stayed so resilient and were able to capture that 2 seed.
Now, here is Lambier. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And there's Billups. That's good on the assist from Rodman.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Bro, look at them 17, bro. Shitting.
Over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Stan Van Gundy said to the team. He told them they should be dedicated to hitting the offensive glass with everything they've got from now on, even if that means it takes them away from defensive transition. He also wanted them to know they should be working together to get their outside shooters open. He said, you know what plays we have to run to get guys free. Now let's run them. Being in the position
that's crazy, because that's Michael Jordan, bro.
Go to the clipboard and switch things up while we're still in the first half. Kevin?
And thank you, Doris. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Andre Drummond's checked in for Lambier. Hill comes in for DeBusschere. And Isaiah Thomas is subbed in for Chauncey Billups. Just a bit of an up-and-down year for the Pistons last season. Had some long winning streaks and some long losing streaks for first-year head coach Stan Van Gundy.
Yeah, Kevin, some would say it was addition by subtraction because they really went on that big run after they released Josh Smith. 7 straight wins for them at one point, and they also did have some giant lows. Now this is just getting ridiculous. They can't possibly keep this up.
Can't remember the last time they missed one. Remarkable shooting here.
Now here is Hill. Thomas a screen. The Pistons working the ball around now. That's good.
And you know, those giant lulls were a big part of the Pistons season. I mean, Their biggest losing streak was